Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 12 of Stellaris. We are at war, we have our fleet in orbit. We already have a 51% war score, which is almost enough to be able to demand what we want. Although again, it does work a little bit like it does in EU4. If we go and click on this, it'll give you a breakdown of the war score, who has got the war score and for what. We're engaging another fleet here that's about to get wrecked. So we'll keep working on the planet. But if we go to negotiate, you can see they would accept a white peace at the moment. We could cede our planets to them if we wanted to, but we don't want to do that. If we wanted to vassalize them, they're currently unwilling to accept because we only have 52% war score. We need 60%. But there's also a minus 15 willingness to do it because the peace offer is worth more than the war score. We've got a positive because of the strength of our navy, and there's also a negative modifier because it's been a relatively short war. So while we're still bombarding that planet, let's go to our capital planet here. First of all, we want to make sure that we are still building corvettes because we've lost quite a few. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go to our armies tab. Now, you'll remember that we built ourselves quite a lot of these invasion fleets. They're invasion shoals, which I love. What we're going to do is we're going to hit the embark all button. And that now puts them into orbit. So you've got the ground, the atmosphere in orbit. These guys are now in orbit. And if we go ahead and have a look at you'll see that they've actually got a transport fleet here. So if we actually go and look at our... we don't have a general. So if we go to our capital, to our homeworld, so you can see, you'll see we've now got these this transport fleet here. Now, it doesn't have a general. So what we're going to do is we're going to recruit ourselves a general. Army morale on attack and damage on attack. Yep, you'll do. So let's get ourselves a general. You're leading this army. Now then, I'm going to form that army up with the other fleet that's over here, and then that way we will be protecting them. At least we should be. Will they not form up together? No, they won't actually merge, which is a little bit unfortunate. That's fine, doesn't matter then. We are going to take the transport fleet, and the transport fleet is going to come to there. Hopefully there won't be anything to attack the transport fleet along the way, although it does happen sometimes. So we're still taking out all of their ships that they're... Oh, they've actually sent two this time. They're getting brave. Have they sent two ships, or is this... Yep, they've sent two ships. This might be the end for us, guys. They've sent two ships. 2 against my 23. I'm not worried. I really don't think I'm worried. Yep, their ships are down. We'll continue to bombard. As you can see, while you're not bombarding, the war score actually goes down. So we'll go back to bombarding. Their defences are all but gone. I think that's why it's now turned yellow. That's because we've got it selected. Fortifications are down to 39, 33, 19, 12, 5. Right, there's 0 fortifications there now. This is our... Nope, that's their ships again. They're sending more ships in. Those ships are going to get destroyed, oddly enough. We have taken a fair bit of damage to some of our ships, which is not a good thing, but we will keep bombarding here. And all we are doing is waiting for our transport fleets to arrive. They don't move particularly quickly. In fact, where are you? Have you even left the system yet? You have arrived here, actually. So what we want to do now with these transport fleets is we want to land our armies. We don't need to enter orbit because we've already sort of dealt with them. So we just need to go over here and land now. So let's get that sorted out. And then what we'll do is we'll get one of our science vessels to come over here and research all of this debris. That'll really help. They do have a fleet coming in. Luckily, he's not going to be engaging my transports. So our fleet will take care of him. That is absolutely fine. I'm glad we actually went with the kinetic weapons there. I really think they helped us. So we're going to look at the army screen. And what you will see now is we're actually going to drop pod in. And there go the drop pods. So our armies are in the atmosphere. And they've now landed. So now we've got our armies with a general attacking their mostly garrisons and 3 defensive armies. They're going to get ripped apart very, very quickly. So they're nearly all dead. There we go. We have successfully secured the planet. So if we actually look now, we'll see that we have 100% war score. So we're going to go into negotiate. Now, remember, you need to click what you want to take. If I hit this button now, it's going to be white peace. It even says force white peace. So, vassalization. When you've got 100% war score, they always have to accept. They can't say no when you've got 100% war score. You can force your demands. It should say somewhere if I mouse over. Doesn't seem to be want to be doing it. But still, we want to vassalize them. Force demands. So, they have to. They don't have any choice about it. So, we are at peace. We've won the war. Invasion is over. So, there we go. These guys are now our vassals. As you can see, they have all turned blue. So, what we want to do is we want to take our transport fleet and our navy home. And it's going to take them a little while to rebuild. We're going to take the Carston. You're going to go over here. You're a little bit far away, actually. Where's our other ship? Where's the Githian? You should be the one doing this. You over there. Carston, what were you doing? You can go and survey this system instead. Okay, brilliant. So, we've now got ourselves a vassal. Which is fantastic. Got a lot of debris to sort out. So if we go now and click on the Empire key and look at factions, we can see everyone's still happy. That's good. But we now have ourselves a vassal. I'm sure there used to be a way to see that as well under contacts. Yeah, if we look at contacts now and we look at... who was it? It was these guys, the Arisian. You'll see that they've got this sort of bended, person on bended knee. That means they are our vassal. They're still loyal. They're a loyal subject, which is nice. And you can see by this icon, we are their overlord. So we can communicate with them now as well. And we can release them if we wanted to. We could insult them. We can do all sorts of things to them. But they are loyal. Some of the trade agreements are no longer viable, such as things like information, because all of their information is automatically shared with us. Any part of the map they uncover, we get to see. Also, we don't need to ask them for things like access rights, because they're our vassal. We can freely move through their borders, so that makes us a fair bit stronger now. Unfortunately, they weren't a particularly strong race to begin with. They were quite weak, quite wimpy. They didn't have a particularly good fleet, and it's going to take a little while for them to rebuild now. Real shame that we haven't got Ginham here. I'm not too sure why. Obviously, the number shows what is available and what is being used. But yeah, because their borders actually expanded, we lost control of that, which is a little bit disappointing. Never mind, our construction ship can still get an upgrade. You should be getting an upgrade. I don't know why you have not. So, you guys need to repair up, definitely, and then we'll merge the fleets together. We're nearly back up to our force limit, actually. We're not far off that at all. So, at least we're not at war anymore. We have actually now grabbed Hixar, which is fantastic. So, we'll go and start building over there as soon as we can. I'd like to get the... I'm not too bothered about the minerals, but the engineering research and the energy credits would be lovely. We could also get Rothir as well if we wanted the research and the minerals. That wouldn't be a bad thing. So, okay, we have our science ships. You are the incorrect one. You are the one that we want. You've got a lot of these things to research. So, if you could research these... And I'm just going to go and queue a few of them up. Now, these will be timed, of course. And when that sort of finishes, it'll sort itself out. What are you doing? There's, like... Oh, everywhere you go, you're just surrounded by nasty things that want to attack you. Might have to find something else to do with our science ship. So, construction ship has now finished whatever it was doing. It was getting upgrades, wasn't it? So, what do we want to get first? Let's go over here. We'll build the research stations first, actually. We'll try and get ourselves some more engineering research. That'll be fine. Yes, we've got our first vassal. Fantastic. Complete. Repairs have been completed. So let's go ahead and take both of these fleets and merge them up. Did I hit the merge button? Can't remember if I did. Let's go and take our armies as well. And we want these guys to... want them to go home, actually. So let us go and land armies. Don't need them in orbit anymore. Done with them. Construction ship. Did I not send you... Oh, we've encountered another civilization. We've detected the presence of a pre-space alien civilization. We should consider building an observation post. Saraflugir. Okay, where are they? Right, okay, one thing at a time. Construction ship. You need to get yourselves... Oh, no, their borders have expanded and kicked us out of it. How annoying is that? How did they just expand their borders there? That is so annoying.
Debris.
And we can't get Rothir either. That is such BS. Well, we can move in there. Could I, for example, build a frontier outpost and nab it? I'm just going to do it now. I'm just so annoyed by that. I'm just going to build a frontier outpost there. New science. Get disruptors. Combat rolls can be useful. Makes you do have a better fire rate and weapons do more damage. That's not a bad thing to have. A lot of these different weapon types that we don't necessarily need. Let's go for the upgraded combat. That's going to help. Obviously, our science for engineering is on hold at the moment because we are analysing all that debris, but the debris gives us science, so it kind of balances itself out. Just wondering, can we actually ask these guys for them to give us a specific planet or anything? You can't just ask for a planet, unfortunately, which is a little bit of a shame. No, that's a shame. But I might be able to grab it for myself if I build a... I'm really testing at the moment. I'm trying things now that I've not done before. Like I said, this is my... Well, it's not my first playthrough, but it's kind of my first playthrough. So I'm still learning things as I go. So we've got that regenerative hull tissue, which is really nice. 10% more naval capacity, which could be good. Oh, xenology allows us to reveal a resource, which is alien pets. They can be quite useful. We'll get the naval capacity first, though, because it's quite quick. What I want to do now is just have a look at ship designs. Go to our corvettes here. And if I was to auto-generate... Still not giving us a better corvette. So what... would it be worth taking shields off and putting on regenerative hulls? Regenerative hull tissue. So what does this actually do? Monthly hull regeneration, 0.5%. It's not all that much, really, is it? 0.5% hull regeneration a month. I mean, sure, it might be useful on something such as a science ship, but they don't really take damage. What about weapons? We've got the coil guns now. Now, they are slightly more expensive. They are kinetic. They do a fair bit more damage. We go up from 1.82 to 2.12. Energy usage, range is the same, accuracy is the same. Power usage 2.5, power usage 5. Well, we could get away with putting a couple on. And now we've only got 2 energy remaining, so we can't get away with the third. Actually, we can get away with the third one. No, we are actually... No, is that enough energy? Are we in the negatives there? 15 and 15 is 30 and 10 is 40. 45. It's using the exact amount of power and running better guns. That I'm fine with that. So now we've got some better ships and we can go ahead and upgrade these now. It's going to cost us 425 minerals. We have enough to be able to do that. We'll keep working through that debris. As you can see, every time we do this, it actually gives us research towards a particular project, even if it's one we're not working on. And it also gives us some research in the bank as well. We've actually got through all of that stored society research. We got through that really quickly. You're building the outpost. I really hope that it works and we can get that. Are you actually doing it?
System survey complete.
No, you're still moving. Going to Hixar to build a frontier outpost. If we can grab that, then we should get that planet, well, that system, which is not great, this system, possibly Rothir as well. We had them for a short amount of time, and then they just grew their population enough to screw me over, which I'm not happy about. Now, I'm still really not happy about these guys. That's very, very annoying. More physics research. Now then, what are we like compared to you guys? You guys are still equivalent. I don't like being equivalent. Now, we also... you have researched that, have you? Well, there's a few systems down here you could do. So, we did discover a race of primitives, which were these guys, I think.
Incoming transmission.
Go to their homeworld, Niamba. Which one? Doesn't actually say which one it is. Just says Niamba, which is this one. Niamba 1. Niamba 2. Confused by that one. Okay, first things first. You guys want a non-aggression pledge. This is the Rixie Dominion. Which ones are the Rixie? Let me just move that out of the way for now. The Rixie are these guys down here. You want non-aggression. Well, I don't want them to attack me. I'll agree for now, because that seems like a fine thing to do. Let me just work this out then. So first of all, we've got these guys. These guys are in the Machine Age. They're in Walfrid. Those are the ones that we saw, I think. So this is the one where it's... Yeah, there they are. So they are... I think... Are they classed as a... Fallen Empire? No, they're just classed as a primitive. So they're both primitives. So what we could do is we could build a observation post here. Although it really is quite distant. And really don't want to build there. At least I don't think we can even build there. Build observation post. Cannot build this type of station around any planets in this system. That's weird. Should be able to. Okay, what else is there then? What was the other one that we saw, which was these guys, primitive feudalism. I say distance is not known because they're apparently on our system. They don't have a high opinion of us. We can't communicate with them because they're incapable of participating in diplomacy. They are, the Empire colonies, Titara, the Niamba system. Get it right in a minute. Where's the Niamba system? They're here. Oh, there they are. They're right there. So we can build a thingy here. So let's go ahead and get our construction ship to build an observation post. When it's finished its current job, of course. Because I've never done one of those before, not even in my other games, so that'll be interesting. But we wanted to go and build this outpost first, see if it works. If not, we'll have to go and remove it. It might just be a complete waste. Let's go ahead and unpause. We're still working on a lot of these debris things down here. There's still quite a few that we need to queue up.
Incoming transmission.
So we'll definitely get some of these done. Got another incoming transmission here. You want to exchange star charts. That's fine. I don't see what difference it makes really, because we should be done with everything. So we're not going to be able to go to war with these guys for a little while. Got a couple of potential places we could inhabit around here. Look at this one in Vermilion. That is some massive amount of minerals there. And that is, unfortunately, is over 4 different planets, which means we'd have to build 4 different stations. So we'd essentially be paying 8 solar credits a month to gain 8 minerals. And my mineral gain is currently a lot higher than my solar credits gain. So I don't think we have to worry too much about that. So getting plenty of research from all of these debris things. How's the upgrade going on the fleets at 50%? So that's quite useful. We probably will want to build some more ships. Can we actually upgrade our spaceport again yet? No, we still don't have that tech. What have we got here? Peace Street is expiring. We're not too bothered about that. Let's have a look at the surfaces then. See if there's anything we can do. Yeah, it looks like we can finally upgrade. No, we can upgrade it to one of these two, but we don't want to do that. Some of these tiles don't have buildings. In fact, this one does not. Let's go and... How much extra food do we have here? +2. It's not a great deal. But we can certainly go ahead and grab ourselves the mining network here. Or do we want the mineral processing plant? Plus 10% minerals on the planet. Might be nice, actually. We can afford it, so let's go ahead and do it. We'll remove one food, which is a little bit annoying, but we'll see what we can do. We've got a few places here that we're not really working. Getting more food is always useful, though. How much food do you have here? Plus 5. It's not as terrible as I thought it was going to be. Let's make sure that we have 0% risk of failing that anomaly. So let's get Lucas on that one. This one as well. We're just going to build a normal mining network here.
Debris analyzed.
So a mineral silo would give us +1. And a mining network would give us +2, but cost us 1 energy. I think we'll just go for the mineral silo for now. Don't really need to worry about anything else. And we do want to try and get some more science from these. So let's just go ahead and build science labs on all of these. Anything that gives us science. Still got some minerals left, so I'm not too worried about all of that. You can be upgraded. Let's upgrade you to a hydroponics farm. You can also be a hydroponics farm as well. And yeah, getting some of the stuff here that gives us additional additional minerals would be really useful. So if we go ahead and build a mineral processing plant, and then you can be a mining network. We'll just have a normal mineral silo there for now. One thing you've got to be careful, and I discovered this on my other game after, you know, playing a little bit foolishly. Let's get the rest of these tiles cleared. If you start going around and just upgrading all of your buildings and you don't pay attention to what you're doing, it's so easy to suddenly find that you are what are we doing here? Let's go and build a power plant. And here we'll build a power plant as well. Yeah, what I was saying is it's so easy to just go and upgrade a load of buildings because you go, oh, I've got a massive amount of minerals, we'll just build a load of buildings. And then all of a sudden you're in negative energy credits because you've just spent all of those extra buildings require extra energy credits for maintenance. So you very, very quickly run out there. Naval capacity now goes up by 10%. Brilliant. We could put that up again. Naval capacity up by another 10%. Unlock colonisation of Tundra World. Reduced edict costs. We're not really using those. Colonisation Central. Monthly influence +1. Production targets. Unlocks a couple of other edicts. And planetary capital, which is nice. Which is an upgrade to the planetary administration. Let's go and work on that one. That's not a bad idea. And I think that is probably a good place to end the video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Stellaris. I'll see you guys on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.